Live, that's TFNN, the Money Masters.
Come on out, folks. We're on Channel 1 at Tiger TV. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're happy to be here, and we're happy you're with us, folks. Market-wise out here, you have the Dow off 39. Nasdaq's off 1. S&Ps are off, let's see, 5.5. You have the gold contract up 840. Now, gold went to an all-time high. We'll see whether it can stick it up there. Bottom line, it doesn't have the juice behind it once again. Silver up 78 cents at 40.09. And the good old bonds. Bonds are at 129.07. You got the yen trading out at 77.16. You know, Steve, yesterday we were talking about the yen. That yen trade was a pretty cool trade, man.
Absolutely. You know, for anybody that was listening to us, it was sometime around 10:15 or so.
Right.
You know, we showed people the yen trade that was setting up. And if you, folks, go to Tiger TV, turn on Channel 1, you can follow our charts, you can see them real clearly. And what you can take a look at is the 10:15 time frame was right around 10:20, 10:15 was when it made its low in the 76.30 area.
Right.
And in overnight trading, I was working on the newsletter for my subscribers for everything to take a look at this morning so they could have an action plan.
Right.
And, you know, I watched that and said, man, it's up 100 pips. You know, from when it was some big money in there, folks, in the trade.
And where it went to, you know, if you're watching Tiger TV, where it went to, okay, is that it went right to the 786 point.
Yeah.
Which is just amazing.
Yeah, which was 77.66. It got up to 77.63. You know, I mean, it just and what's great is, you know, it's easy if you've got your, you know, these tools that you've got on your charting software, and if you don't have, you know, if you don't have charting software that has those tools, you know, go over to Thinkorswim or any other charting. You know, how can you possibly trade without tools?
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, and especially when, you know, and these are such important tools.
That's
you know,
right.
to give you an indication of what's going to happen. You know, these Fibonacci areas, they're nothing more than just the chart or human beings breathing.
Breathing.
You know, it's breathing in and out. And, you know, part of that breathing in and out is taking profits,
right,
coming back in,
right,
taking profits, coming back in.
That's
you know,
right.
It's just it's the race.
So,
you know?
What do you think about the? You know, we have all the drama queens in Washington D.C., right?
Yeah.
So now the deal's going to be over today, and has anything changed, right?
Well, what's changed is that we know that nothing was fixed.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Totally.
Nothing was fixed other than extending credit limit,
right,
so that, you know, you can continue to pay, you know, some of the liabilities that we've got out there, which we had to do.
Right.
But we knew we had to do that anyways. And,
right.
You know, and on Friday's show, you know, the bond market was telling you, hey, folks, you know, this was
that's right.
That's what you pointed out to everyone.
You know, it's amazing, folks. Okay, so they set up the deal. And there's the difference for the 10 years is only $300 billion.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have a debt acceleration. They bought the cover up 2.3 trillion.
Right.
And they reduced 2.1. So it's $300 billion. $300 billion, folks, only pays the interest.
Yeah.
On the acceleration. It's a joke. I mean, absolutely nothing has happened. And, you know, I guess my point is this. I really started thinking about this morning coming in. I say, you know, it's one thing for you and I, or even I sit here and say, okay, hey, you know, the drama queen's there. There's nothing going on. What can we do about it? Well, what we can do about it is this. In your communities, so picture this, okay, you have the House of Representatives. And I think the way to tackle this problem is you go after the congressmen and women. The reason being is that that's easier for all of us in our communities versus you don't have to tackle that big Washington establishment, right? You tackle homegrown right here, and you say, okay, listen, the Republicans are claiming that they don't want, you know, taxes and, you know, they want less revenue spending, but the bottom line is if you go after anything with large tax loopholes, whether it's the oil companies or anything, the Republicans are going to go bonkers, right?
Yeah.
The Democrats are claiming that they also want less spending, but they want more taxes. But the same thing with the Democrats. If the Democrats don't get all the money coming back to their states for the same type of, it'll just be different projects, right? They go bonkers, okay? So it's up to you and I to turn around and say, okay, enough is enough. The green checks are over for all of you, because that's all it is. What they do, folks, is that they have all of us fighting each other, right? And they just keep going on, and what they do as they bleed all of us.
Right.
I mean, that's the reality. And what a game that is, man. Keep everyone going, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We shuffle the deck. Let's shuffle it up, keep them going, so they keep sucking the money out of us.
Yeah.
You know, so...
Now, me, I'd rather take more massive action.
Okay, good. Good. What is it?
Because, well, what we did learn was that they were not really interested as a group in solving the problem.
Right.
That's
right.
The problem that was so focused on, what was focused on is not what we want to do, it was what we didn't want to do, in my opinion. We didn't want to go bankrupt. We didn't want to not pay people. But there was no focus on what we really should be doing to fix the problem.
That's right.
Right? Because we didn't fix the problem.
That's right. Absolutely.
Because we know that it's a revenue issue.
Right.
And I know that between you, myself, our listeners out there, I bet you we could come up with a number of good ideas.
Right.
That really could be executable ideas.
That's
really
right.
good ideas. And then the question is, how do we because I want to take a look at our community as all the people that we reach.
That's right.
Because when you start taking a look at our audience,
right.
and if we just had the audience members,
right.
Be able to tell one person
right.
to watch this show each week,
right.
That power of compounding.
That's right.
We could have a really large community here, and we've got the presence because we've got the number of hours,
yes.
in our studio.
That's right.
And everybody here is on the same page.
That's right.
And so the question is, when you take a look at, I'm not trying to overthrow the government. I'm trying to fix the problem.
Listen,
right?
I think it's great. Listen, we want your ideas because it is an absolutely great idea because it's how you can tackle something and win. What you want to do is this. What I can't stand. You know what I can't stand? I'm gonna divert just for a second. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand sports where people go and play sports, right? And they think they go play club sports, and then they want everyone to play.
Right,
It's like, hey, if you're gonna play club sports, you're supposed to win, folks. Okay?
Yeah.
I love sports in general, but you know what I can't stand? Even as a parent, I can't stand it. I go crazy at these fields. Everyone's gonna play. What do you mean everyone's gonna play? If no one wants to play, play on the local team.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying here is this: is that you want ideas that you know that you have a shot at getting and winning.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going for the kill.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna wait till Thanksgiving for a gang of six or whatever.
Yeah, gang of six.
Or whatever that was, super group, whatever the name is that they want to put on it.
Right.
Okay. What the heck is that going to solve?
Right. So we want your ideas.
It's not going to solve. So yesterday we touched a little bit on the hunger issue.
Right.
When you start taking a look at what's going on overseas.
Right.
And really just in our own country.
Yeah.
With regard to hunger.
Right.
And all you have to do is just get in an airplane, fly from the East Coast to the West Coast, nothing but farmland all over the place.
Right.
Right?
Huge.
And so there's when we're struggling to put people back to work, what irks me is when they start talking about we're going to build roads and bridges.
Right.
I travel a lot.
Yes,
okay?
you do.
Okay, I travel a lot. And I'm watching roads being reconstructed
on a continual basis.
Yeah, they're only 3 years old.
And
in Florida.
In Florida, folks, it never stops in Florida, right?
And in Florida, in the north, because of the winters, right, you got the salt, and so it eats up the roads. You got potholes.
Right.
How often you don't see potholes in Florida? You see sinkholes.
Yeah,
right. We don't really have too often. Do we have a little pothole?
No.
So where they've got the thought process of ripping up, an expressway.
Right.
Where it's relatively smooth to begin with.
Right. To do it again.
I can't. Right. It's so that type of stuff irritates me. The taxes. I have no idea how much we pay for the Internal Revenue Service.
Right.
That branch of government. But it's got to be big bucks.
Right.
And to just simply go to some version of a flat tax.
Right. Oh, I love that.
A flat tax.
Absolutely.
Get rid of the government. Right. Get rid of that overhead.
Right.
Stop the so that we stop the fighting.
Right.
Okay. Within us between rich and poor, or what have you.
Big time.
But a flat tax. I don't care whether it's grant, however it is done.
Well, it's interesting. The statistic I heard this morning is that you have. You can make the argument as to what is the effective tax rates for all different people. Well, the statistic this morning, I really got to check it out, but is that 51% of the people don't pay any taxes.
Right.
There's an effective tax rate, somewhere about between whether it's 17%, 27%, 30%. And what gets interesting there is that a flat tax, no doubt, folks, does a lot of different things. What it does is that the amount of cash that's going into the system, that, okay, if you spend cash, you pay your taxes, and that's it.
Right.
Now, what gets interesting is this. It seems, and this is probably a head game myself, but it seems, I can't stand, sales tax, but the fact of the matter is when you pay it, it's gone, and, you forget about it. I do. Do you know what I mean? Now, on big items, it gets interesting because it's like, okay, hold it. Do you go to another state? Like, do you go to Rhode Island when you want to buy a boat? I mean, we don't have... Do we have tax here? Yeah, we do have tax here on boats. Yeah,
absolutely.
But in Rhode Island, that's why Rhode Island's such a big ocean state. They make sure that they don't. So if you were in Massachusetts, you remember John Kerry, he got grabbed, with his big yacht. He did it in Rhode Island versus Massachusetts, So, but a flat tax, I think, would be a good idea,
Yeah, I know that, there's Bortz and some other guys. I haven't read his stuff on the flat tax.
Yeah.
I just know the concept.
Right.
Makes sense.
Right.
You wipe out a version or a branch of government.
Well, but you know what you're wiping out also is you absolutely go bonkers.
Well, you got a lot of attorneys and accountants. Okay, but that's okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
but
no,
you don't wipe them out. You get them to refocus.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to refocus on helping business understand what the heck is going on with their business and grow their business. So that's better for everybody else.
No, that is.
Versus trying to manipulate
things. That's too much common sense, though. See.
Well, but that's where you just kind of wonder with a medium like this,
right?
How powerful?
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Instead of and we got to name ourselves, like the Party of Yes or something. That's a good.
Right.
I never really cared much for that Tea Party name.
Right.
But you've just got to have something that is so positive that nobody can spin it. So when you market something like that, you got to first. How are you going to?
Yeah, you know what happened with the
tea?
My take on the tea. What happened with the Tea Party is that when Santelli went off, I think it was a great idea.
Yeah.
And what the Tea Party was, you had the libertarians, okay, great deal, and then folks that got hijacked by a bunch of racists, that got hijacked by Dick Armey, it got hijacked. And there's no two ways about it. It got hijacked along and came out with a whole different spin.
Yeah.
And The initial deal was, I think, huge, and as soon as it got hijacked in 2 seconds, and that's what you always got to worry about, is that when you do basically have some good ideas, who does the hijacking and where that comes from, so.
Yeah, I vote in every election.
Oh yeah.
But I don't for a moment think that any of the people that I really vote for really represent me.
Right.
Really represent what I think, or the people, or my friends and family. I mean, they just really, we're voting for, the best of the worst.
Yeah, no doubt.
But not somebody for the most part. Not everybody.
Right.
But in your general category. I mean, look, the Congress is just happy that they're going on vacation after they voted last night.
Right.
Their work is done. See ya. We're off for the next 5 weeks.
We have a question. So. One of the tigers in here says, so why vote? Well, vote, folks, because you certainly cannot sit here and complain like we're doing right now and not vote. Because if you don't vote, you're not part of the deal, and see ya, don't want to be ya.
Yeah.
Market-wise right now, we have the Dow off 53, Nasdaq's off 5.5, S&Ps are off 4, gold's up 19, silver's up 92. Bonds, we're at 129.10. That 131 is out there, folks.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG. Launched in April, Ken Shreve's newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, has had an overwhelming response, and his outstanding results have not disappointed. Using his unique method of combining a fundamental review of sales and earnings with technical charting for entry and exits, Ken is posting multiple double-digit percentage gains. This month only, you can lock in the low introductory rate of $395 per year. Log on to TFNN.com today to gain instant access to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks newsletter.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Direxion's alternative strategy funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direxion Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Direxion's alternative strategy funds, please visit tfnn.com and click on the Direxion Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direxion Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direxion Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to direxionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. Looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
That's right, folks. Grab that popcorn. It's Tiger TV Channel 1. Right now, you get the Dow off 50, NASDAQ off 3, S&Ps are off 3.5. And over in Europe, you know, you get the DAX down 1%, Spain's off 1. The FTSE's off 0.4. You know, yesterday when we were finishing up, that DAX afterwards, that DAX took a dive, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, and folks, you know, when you're looking at the DAX, now the DAX is important to understand, and one of the main reasons is that what you've had is this, is that the DAX has held up really well in Germany. And the correlation, how it came down, you know, the March 16th levels down there at 6,400, and you're at 68. Now, it only broke the whole consolidation yesterday. And, you know, bottom line is that it took it out, and it took it out with some real juice, man. So that's saying that DAX wants to get down to that 6,700, and that's another 150 down. So I suspect, you know, just have some patience here, man.
Now what it has done here, just real quickly, just drawing some of our lines up here,
yes.
It came right down to the 1.272 expansion. Okay, going to the swing from June 8th, the low there was 69.91, all the way up to the high that it made on July 8th. And the 1.272 expansion on the way down, folks, 68.44. Where did it trade to? So far this morning, 68.43.01.
That's it.
You know, you got to have these tools, right? You got to have these tools. And the 618 looks like it's actually potentially it's making a Gartley buy pattern.
Right. And folks,
right here.
Yeah, and what you're going to be able to do, folks, we get a new art of timing the trade charts coming out, so you're going to be you can be growling a problem with that in about 2 more weeks.
Look at that. It's made a nice Gartley buy. Right. Oh man.
Yeah. That's right. No, that's all right. It's a Gartley buy, not a Tiger Gartley buy.
Yeah.
Because it broke the swing of volume.
That's right. Absolutely.
Let's go to Rick in British Columbia. Hey, Rick, what's going on, man?
Yeah, how you doing?
We're doing great. How you doing, man? You paying your taxes yet?
I'm paying attention to to hopefully taxing the rich a little bit to create a little more revenue.
Oh, taxing the rich. Oh, man.
And straighten out the loopholes.
You have the wrong program here, taxing the rich, man.
Anyway, I think the leader of the Tea Party, I think you're kind of missing who it might be. And I think it was he was led by one of your guests that you had on periodically, and that would be Ron Paul.
No, he wasn't the leader.
Rand Paul.
He wasn't the leader of the Tea Party. No, he's one of the guys that hijacked it. The way the Tea Party went, Rick, is that it was Rick Santelli that got on CNBC. He ranted, okay?
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, bottom line is that, let me tell you a story about Ron Paul. And this, folks, okay, is disgusting, okay? The bottom line is that, and I had Ron Paul on many times. Libertarian, yeah, might be a great guy, but the bottom line is that on that last election, he took all the money and he didn't spend the money on the election, okay? That says to me, he put it in his pocket. I remember calling up, talking with his people, having them come on, and the bottom line, he wouldn't even come back on. So he is just another politician. He put the money right in his pocket. He had plenty of money to spend. And you know what I was just talking about? How if you're playing sports, you better win. Bottom line, he put the money in his pocket and skated the rest. Okay, so that's.
And Rick, my initial comment about the Tea Party. What I was really going out after there was, if we're going to really make some change here, if we're going to get some momentum, then what we've got to have first, there's too much bad negative press connotation that's out there, and so you've got to change that,
right?
From a marketing standpoint, and so much, if you've learned anything, okay, because we don't want it to be us against them. We want it to be all of us, them being the guys in Washington that aren't willing to fix the problem.
Right.
Because
right.
you got when you're the problem solving, you're either going to ignore the problem or you're going to fix it. You're going to come up with a solution, okay, which is going to create change, and that's going to create another problem that you got to. It's a circle of problems, but they're better problems that you've got.
Yeah.
That you're trying to fix. So
yeah, no doubt. And now you want to look at the bond, Rick?
I do. I see some technicians would say a cup and handle. I see a perfect inverted head and shoulder formation. I'm just curious. I can't go back in time, and I don't know if you're going to use a TLT or if you got. Is there volume sitting up at 133 or 135 or somewhere up in there that should get retested?
Yeah, I can do a continuous contract here. Let me just see the. Well, we're going to 131, man. I mean, it's a no-brainer at this point. Let me just see this. So if I take this and I bring this back, what's so sweet is that even when Steve and I were doing this yesterday, the 786 was it 131?
It's 132. So
yeah.
Right now it's actually you're at you've got a Gartley pattern right here at the 618.
Right.
And you've also got this like 3 drive to the top.
Yeah.
Right here. So it's saying we could pull back from here before we would make it to that 0.786 area.
Yeah, and that probably here. You just stay there for a second, Rick. This is Steve, Tom. We're going to be right back.
Volatility is key to any active trader's success. In today's market, volatility is king, and Tom O'Brien has been capitalizing on this market in both of his newsletters. For a brief 10-day period, we're opening up a 2-week free trial to both of Tom's newsletters to all listeners. Now is the perfect time to see how Tom uses volume analysis to capitalize on this trader's market with epic volatility on a daily basis. From now till August 10th only, you can sign up for a free trial to Tom O'Brien's newsletters, Market Insights, and the Gold Report, even if you've had a trial subscription previously. Usually this offer is only open to new customers, but we're so excited about the current market and the opportunities presented that we're opening up this offer to all returning customers as well for 10 days only. As a trader, now is the perfect time to act. Log on to tfnn.com today and you'll see a link directly on the front page for your 2-week free trial. Don't miss out on this one-of-a-kind opportunity in this one-of-a-kind market. Act today.
Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
So let's go to our man, Dan from Reading, Massachusetts. Dan, are you on the line?
I am. I got a call that I won that Great Panther giveaway.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Hey. That's great. That's great. Did you believe you were going to be a winner?
I doubted it. I don't usually win, but pleased to win.
Starting Tuesday, June 21st through Labor Day, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only. One lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins.
Today's winner is Len Winograd from Hollandale, Florida. How are you today, Len?
Never better. I feel so good. I should be twins.
Congratulations. Beautiful silver coin. How long have you been listening to TFNN, Len?
I listen every day for the last 4 years.
Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for more information. Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading in the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, as well as more than 35 different mining equities. For the low price of $150, you will receive 13 weeks of the Gold Report, or you can order up to a full year for under $500. If you'd like to find out more about the Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com, or for more information, call our office at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow off 65 right now. Nasdaq's off 8. S&Ps are off 5.5. And listen, folks, if you do enjoy the program, please tell 3 people. It's Tiger TV Channel 1. We're talking with Rick from British Columbia. Rick, what's going on out here on this bond, which is kind of interesting, is that, you know, we're at that 129, but you know what's really game, too, is 136. So,
I wouldn't doubt it.
You know, which would just be a beautiful thing, folks. So, you know, we'll see how it comes into that 130-150 first. But the bottom line is that is game. And, you know, counterintuitive, absolutely. People on the wrong side of it, absolutely. It's all of the above. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go to Rick. Another Rick. Rick in Longwood, Florida. Hey, Rick, what's going on?
Oh, I'm having a great day. Thanks for taking my call, Tom and Steve.
Absolutely.
Listen, first and foremost, I think it's dynamite that you put together the Money Managers Hour here, because with you two together, I got the best of both worlds.
Oh, we appreciate it, man. Well, we really enjoy it, you know, and you know we want your feedback out there, folks. That's the bottom line.
That's my feedback, because when you were gone off getting recharged, Steve was taking your place, and I said, "Man, I like this guy.
He's good, isn't he? I know.
Yeah. Then a week later, I find out you're both on at the same time. I said, "This is awesome."
Hey, your certificate for the steak dinner, it's on its way. It's already in the mail.
Oh, really? Oh, great.
No problem.
I like that guy, Rick from British Columbia, too. He sounds sharp and funny, too.
We just got to get him to pay his taxes up in Canada. He doesn't know what his tax rate is yet.
He'll just move across the border if he can't pay him, you know.
I'm only kidding with you, Rick from British Columbia. Hey, Rick, thanks so much, man.
Appreciate the call.
I also I'm trading the SDS intraday.
Okay.
And when I'm looking at the 4-hour, 1-minute chart, this thing made a beautiful ABC down right exactly to the .382 retracement. This is awesome stuff you guys are teaching us.
Oh, look at that. No, see what he's looking at. Yeah, no, I look at that. Oh, my God. And what you had here, folks, is this. I see what he's looking at. What he's looking at is that when that came in last night, I got a 10-minute. So at 15:40, it was 1.5 million coming into 5 million. Oh, yeah, man. That's intense. And now it's going to be going after those highs out there, right, of that 21.93. And all you need, by the way, on that 10-minute is over about 800,000 on the 10-minute. And what we just did get at 10:20 is that you got 1 million. So if you can get that same kind of juice up there, you got it going, man.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thanks,
okay,
Tom.
and you know what's going on, folks? Again, the DAX is generating that we're going to be into lower prices. The DAX is down 72 right now, and that's going to be going after the B point of an ABC structure on the way down, too. So let's go to Larry in Wyoming. Hey, Larry, what's going on?
Hi. Thanks for taking my call. Both of you guys, I'm learning a lot, and I'm really enjoying it. I didn't even think I would have a chance at the beginning a few months ago, but I'm getting it. So
cool. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable. I just have a question about SLV. If you could pull it up on the daily, am I imagining this, or am I looking at a Gartley, which with the X point on like around May 12th, and then an A on the high of 37.28? I mean of 37.72, and then the B down there on June 27th, and then. And bottom line, it's kind of a flattish butterfly. Is that what we're looking at topping out here?
So you're starting off with the your A point at May 12th. Is that right? The low there at 31.97.
I wanted to put the first point at May 12th, and then have the A to B there at the
May 31st.
Yeah, and then bring it down to the low there at June 27th. Okay, and then are we looking at I'm on shorter turn on the retrace. We're stuck. Would you agree, since the last high on May 27th, we're heading toward a 618 retracement at 39.47?
I tell you what, when we get back from break, we'll go back to you and we'll give our thoughts on it.
Okay, thanks so much.
Stay with us.
Yeah.
Launched in April, Ken Shreve's newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, has had an overwhelming response, and his outstanding results have not disappointed. Using his unique method of combining a fundamental review of sales and earnings with technical charting for entry and exits, Ken is posting multiple double-digit percentage gains. This month only, you can lock in the low introductory rate of $395 per year. Log on to TFNN.com today to gain instant access to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks newsletter.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day. Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted that was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow off 51 right now, Nasdaq's off 5. You get the S&Ps off 5. Now, it gets interesting out here. If you go take a look at General Electric, folks, you know, we're at $17.59 right now. That little baby is down from 22 bucks. We bring this back a little bit, and what you're going to see here is that GE is, no doubt, it looks to me like we're on our way back down to this $12 area. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of juice it has as it starts pulling back into that area. And it's like, okay, this little baby's not over for GE. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Larry, let's go back to you real quickly. So Gartley's, when you take a look at Gartley's, one of the things that you want to be doing is you want to take a look at ABC patterns moving up into either the 0.618 or the 0.786. And you really want to do that because, you know, when you're taking a look at these floors that we're building, these retracement floors, when you get above and you're retracing up, and folks, what he's doing, he's taking a look at the highs on the SLV that were made April 28th, and the high there was 48.35, and he took it all the way back down to the low that was made on May the 12th. So that was his A point, which was correct at 31.97. But Larry, when you take a look at your Fibonacci retracement from high to low there, you know, when you get above the 0.382, what that typically tells you is you're going to go to the 0.618. Now, the 382 is $36. And, you know, if we had an ABC coming into the 42.09 area, then I'd say you have a Gartley sell pattern. What it's really doing is, you can see, is when you take your tool, your crossbar tool, if you will, if you're using it all the way over to the left, you can see that it's coming into the downdraft, the May 4th downdraft. That high there was 40.44, and, you know, where it got to a few days ago, that July 27th was 40.35. So, you know, you have a bunch of you've got a bunch of sellers that were in there, folks that bought in that case there, and they're just looking to get their money back. So, you know, you've got these big downdrafts, and you've got this, you know, still this big volume down here at May the 5th. So, you know, not really a true, it's ABC patterns that are being made, as you pointed, but not really a Gartley pattern. Does that help?
Okay. Well, it does. And one last, can I ask one last quick question?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. On May 27th, that high,
yes,
to the recent low of the 1st, you wouldn't bother doing a retracement, and you wouldn't find much meaning behind it hitting it's trapped between the 61.8 and the 39.2 right now. Does that have any meaning to you?
Yeah, it does. What it tells me is that you have to be careful because it could seek up to that next level, that 42.09 area.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
not necessarily that it will, but, you know, right now it's the elevator. You're in between floors. It's going to get off at one floor. You know, right now I think, you know, the silver it's pulling back. You know, it's done some work and it's pulling back. Right. But you know, when it got up to that 618 area, 42.09, that'd be a nice place to also pull a trigger.
42.09. That's wow. Okay. Thank you so much.
Have a great day,
man. You betcha.
Right. Bye-bye.
And folks, don't forget, you know, coming up next on Channel 1 Tiger TV, we got our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes.
Yeah, so stick around.
Yeah, that's 10 to 11, and of course, right after that, if you trade options, folks, don't forget Don Kaufman. Bottom line is that it's the best option show, bar none.
Absolutely.
I mean, great
strategies. You know, and just like Larry was talking about, you know, from an education standpoint.
Right.
You know, Don's an educator.
Oh, yeah,
you
big
know,
time.
Really great educator, loves to take calls, loves to help people understand what's going on, and real passionate about his business.
And folks, what happens is this. is that because the range that we're in is so huge, when I was talking with Don a little bit yesterday, you know, I was talking about you could be a bull or a bear, and on a separate trade, you could take the diamonds. Let's pitch this. You could actually take the diamonds right now, and you could either do a bear call spread or a put spread. Right. So one could be bearish, one could be bullish, and both of these can make money.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's so sick about this, because the consolidation is so large that we're in. So if you understand how to do those strategies, you know, it's up to you. I mean, bottom line is it's pretty neat. We got John in Boston. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. I bought the QLD yesterday. I'm wondering about the wisdom of it. Do you think I should stay with it?
The QLD, folks, is the that's the 200% daily performance of the NASDAQ 100. Well, you know, Steve and I, we're waiting for a little more Armageddon here before we're going long. You know, just make sure that you have a tight stop in it. Where's your stop in this baby?
Stop is 89.
89. Well, that's good. You know, what you have with the QLD, folks, that's the ProShare 200% bull position. Yeah, 89 is good, man. I mean, 89 is good, because what you have now, which is kind of neat, is at the opening tick this morning, you have at your back 193,000 shares. That tick is 89.24.
Right.
And so if it does break that, the bottom line is that you're going to see
88.12 for sure.
Yeah, in about a heartbeat. So
yeah.
So keep it and keep it in, man. And you know, you get now the other side of that. Just so you know, the top side of that. Yeah. If you get the acceleration up, you know, yesterday what you had is that you had that 93.71 was a good goose up. But the 92.80 is the low of that, and that's big volume up there. It's 4 million on the 10-minute. That's where you might want to take some bread, man. I'll bring your stop all the way up intraday also.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
Okay, man. Look, we got a San Francisco caller up early.
I love it.
Glenn, what's happening out there?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Thanks for being up so early with us.
Well, I got to be up early with the market.
Oh, we thought you got up just for us.
Well, it was just for you. It was just for you. Hey, Tom, I'm looking at Broadcom on a 5-minute chart, and it looks like it's setting up a Gartley sell pattern, and I'm just curious, are these as accurate on the smaller time frames as they are on the larger time frames?
Yeah, they are, without even looking at it. They're as long as you stay with the, let's see, what am I looking at? BCRM, right?
BRCM.
Yeah.
BRCM.
And the high from yesterday down to the low yesterday, and then back up to the high yesterday, or the end of the day yesterday was like a 618, and then it comes down to a 786 of that retracement, and it looks like it would end up around 37.56.
Yeah, I see that. No, I like that setup, man. Yeah, this is a good setup. And what he's looking at, folks, this is a good setup, man. What's happening right now is that, you know, the last tick from yesterday, you had some good juice in it, 1.3 million. Now, what I particularly like also is the prior day, you had 960,000 at that heavy tick, too. You know, so yeah, I like that setup. And, you know, bottom line is that, you're going to stop under 36.31, and you're basically gunning for 37.45 on a day trade. That works, man.
Great. Thanks, Tom.
Stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're going to be coming right back. We get the Dow off 52, NASDAQ's off 7, S&Ps are off 5.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
You've heard Bud Rolfs give his expert technical analysis of the stock market on the radio. Now you can have his superior trading advice and his best stock picks delivered right to your desktop every week with his newsletter, The Torch. Using his own trademarked Warpath trading system, Bud will help you to increase your odds of making and saving money in the markets with powerful stock selection, stock analysis, and trading plan strategies. Published every Monday morning, each issue of The Torch features full-color charts in an easy-to-follow format. You will also receive not only the big picture of what's going on in the major markets and critical sectors, but also featured stock picks with complete trading plans and technical setups, as well as the Subscribers Corner, where Bud analyzes stocks submitted by subscribers. Visit TFNN.com today and receive your 2-week free trial of The Torch. That's a $75 value. Sign up now and make sure you receive all the great market analysis and winning trade ideas in every action-packed issue of The Torch from Bud Rolfs.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. Let's take a look at it out here. We may get this buy yet, Steve.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Gotta love it.
Yeah, the Dow's down 71, NASDAQ 11, S&Ps are off 7, folks. And what we're looking for is this, by the way. We want to see more price destruction coming into those lows of March 16th. What you have out here is that we definitely have the volume contracting, which is sweet. The acceleration down is not bad. What you do want to see is something actually even quicker, though. You want to see fear come in in a big way. A few stocks out there. PCS, that's PCS Metro. That stock has got absolutely smoked. That's down 33%. That come out with earnings. And then INSM, take a look at this one. This stock here, folks, this is a biopharma company, and this stock actually came down 60%. This stock yesterday was trading out at 11.46. It's down 5.45.
Unbelievable.
And some real destruction. There's no doubt about it. So talk to me. Today is your August 2nd date.
Yeah.
So what we're looking for is that we're basically, these are turn dates, cycle dates.
Cycle dates.
Okay.
We've had so many different indicator aspects occurring since Friday.
Right.
Different things that we looked at. But when we went back months ago.
Yes.
When I was taking a look, just simply at the patterns that we're setting up. I was forecasting, August 2nd is going to be a big day, folks.
Right.
And I could do that because I could go back to the different, the ephemeris that I take a look at,
right.
Digitally in advance, and take a look at, is there any time period where there's going to be a lot of
action.
Fireworks, a lot of action.
A lot of energy. That's what he's looking for, energy, folks.
Yeah. And then when, you started, and I kind of noted that, and then I was doing just simply other cycle work, and I do my other cycle work, and it's showing that August 2nd is a big day.
Yes.
Then, our back's up against the wall in the U.S. with regard to debt, that's a big day.
Right.
Everything coming together, and it's always saying that, look, we're going to put in a low today. When? I don't know.
No, I'm with you. Right?
But
we got plenty of time. It's early. It's early in the day.
Now, what's really cool, though, about this, so this is kind of, for me, these are days that I gear up for.
Right.
But if we have a failure here, that's just as much information,
exactly.
So we come in tomorrow.
Right.
We thought we made the low today, and we punched through it. To me, even though we'll have been stopped out, we've taken some losses.
Yes.
We're ready to turn right back around and go the other way and join the guys heading down, a little bit lower.
Because, folks, what happens here at this particular part in the market, if in fact that happens, right, and you jump the creek, let me tell you something. My infamous 825 will be there quicker than you didn't know what to do with.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't happen at this particular point. And that's where the correlation goes. Okay, here we go. We're going, man.
Yeah, the problem you run into when you don't fix your problems, is that it's just going to fester. It's just, it's just been masked. And look, our problems here in the U.S. maybe they go away from a media standpoint.
Yes.
For a little while. But we had the paper open. We got municipalities that are going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Okay?
Central Falls and Illinois and Rhode Island. Yeah.
You've got Greece, you've got Spain, you got Portugal. You got everything still out there. So we're still coming back to a set of problems. We don't really. Well, look, we care. We care about fixing our problems. But all we're looking for is a good trade with a good reward to risk. We don't care which direction we're going.
That's right. And folks, what we'd love you to think about is that let's all of us really put some thought into how can we make our communities better and how can we make our country better. Because, we talk, and you brought up a great point earlier about forget the negativity, too. Forget, whether, just
focus on what we want.
That's right. And let's get it done. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you being here, folks. You like the program, please tell 3 people. Now, you stay right there, because our man Steve Rhodes is coming right back on Tiger TV #1, Channel 1, and then Don Kaufman's coming up next.
Perfect. See you, folks. Have a great day.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in,